She's from a distant past, the steam era, still here only because of the careful maintenance of generations of engineers and her annual survey. At the Kelvin Heights slipway, another steam engine and boiler prepares to pull the 108-year-old TSS Earnslaw out of the lake. Recovered from an old paddle steamer, the Antrim, even this machinery is over 130 years old.
Old and rudimentary slipway. It's only because it's only used occasionally. It's not as automated, or it's really no different to it was 100 years ago.
We have to get this boiler in here going. That takes 3 or 4 hours to get up to pressure, and then it engages the winch, and we haul her out very slowly. It usually takes about an hour or so to pull it up. So.
First though, hardy divers make sure the ship's safely secured in a cradle. It's a slow, exact process. 2 vintage engines in sync. This will be the Earnslaw's home for the next 2 months.
There is basically 2 categories of work that we do. Is just pure maintenance. You know, if paint needs painting and refreshing, we do that. If engines need overhauling, we do that. The last 4 or 5 years, we've sort of put another layer of effort on top of that, an attempt to upgrade and really build longevity into the vessel. That's the whole goal, is to, ensure that Earnslaw has decades and decades of life.
It's an intense few weeks. A team of 20 work on her from 7 in the morning until 7 at night, as over $1 million is spent preserving this iconic piece of New Zealand's history.
I get a bit of satisfaction out of it, because it's being 108 years old and keeping it going, it is very satisfying.
This year, parts of the well-worn hull are being replaced around the crew quarters, carefully following a pattern made from the original.
Everything's just hand built. That's the biggest thing. So you're really using craftsmen, which is good. You're using your hands and you're using your brain, and it is a challenge. Yeah. So that does make it extraordinary, I feel like. Yeah.
They progressively work their way around the boat.
So the other significant piece of work this year is the new lifeboats. So they're effectively modern, lightweight, maintenance-free replicas of the boats that we did carry.
Then it's always a race against time to put it all back together again, ready for another year.
It's fun, and I sort of think of when I look back and I look how many people have done this over the years, and all these guys, I'd be really proud to see their machinery still working after all this time. It's amazing.